very clearly Varun Chakravarthy did not want to bowl that last.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it's an interesting one. Suppose you're a captain, okay? You've got the ball in your hand. There's 1 over left. I think Andre Russell still had an over to go. I think he did. Let's check up. I think he did. And that's my point.
But there was a message, he had 3 overs left. There was a message sent by Gautam Gambhir, which is very evident. We saw Surya Chand and others.
It's an interesting one because off the field, Gautam is not seeing Varun face to face, or Gautam cannot see has no way of getting Varun's reaction back. So
but also, Joy, do you remember him, Russell, trying to field the ball with his foot and then getting up and seeming we thought he wasn't going to carry on, so maybe he couldn't. So we don't know. I mean,
but they may wait a minute. Weber Varora also might have an over. Yes, Weber Varora had no.
Yes, that might have been the discussion.
Yeah. So my point is, Russell not there. Weber. Question is, here's the interesting thing. Gautam must have sent a message saying that Varun is and it was a good call because you're taking a chance.
Also because Weber went for 15 in his
So you're saying Varun is the bowler who's doing well. You take a chance, one miss it, and the game's over. They realize that. But
okay, sorry.
So my only one question is, if Gautam at that point had been the captain of KKR and been on the field, okay, and seen his reaction, Varun's reaction when he was handed the ball saying, you bowl the last one, would he have given the ball? The problem is, Gautam has made a call from the outside and he said something. And he said that, this is probably the best. And strategically, it is the right call. But if the bowler then reacts in a particular way, then it's an interesting one for Shreyas to say that, you know what, I don't think Varun wants to bowl this. Let me give it to Weber. So that's the interesting thing that happens when you have calls from the outside, because at the end of the day, it's the captain on the ground who has to make that final call.
There's also the necessity to somewhat erase what's gone before and keep kind of working going forward. Situation of you go for 15 early in the game is there no fielders out, you're bowling within the power play, so you could go for that many. And when you get to the back end, you've then got to ask the question, one, in our planning and sort of forethought, is this guy one of the guys we say should execute at the back end, bowl us 1 over? Each bowler's got to be ready to bowl 1 over in the final few overs and figure out what their plan is. They'll have practice for that. So if he is one of the guys, then you back him again to say, right, up front you didn't quite get it right, but in a game that's going at 10s and 11s, it can happen, right? So, and you went at 15, so that's just about everybody on the day. So here we go. Here's a scenario where you're at the back end. Can you go for 12? Can you go for 15? What can you defend? Here's an over for you. Have a go. And if you manage to erase, then you give a guy a chance at redemption, but also a scenario where events are different events.
Yes.
It's not a continuation on the same line.
We saw Harshit Rana do it for the game where he picked up that crucial wicket and he defended it, but wasn't meant to be today with the 19th over that he bowled was very expensive and pretty much went all over the place.
You'd have to ask exactly the same question. So because a guy does it well in the power play, it doesn't mean he's going to do it well at the back end. If he's not the guy for the back end, whilst many people might sit there and go, oh, he's having a good day today, and therefore I'm going to make him, if he's not the guy, if he's not been practicing doing that, it's not going to suddenly on the day turn up and he's going to bowl 6 Yorkers when he hasn't practiced it. So who are the people? You've got to pre-plan for absolutely all of that to know when it comes to those 5 overs, who have you got? Who's bowling 2? Who's bowling 1? When do they generally bowl? Do they know they're bowling in that time when they're under the pump?